Well, hello there, everybody. It's Space Cowboy here. Your Dallas Cowboys are 10-4 atop the NFC East, and it's all but assured that they will clinch the division next week if everything goes to plan, and they currently hold a higher seed than they were. They were the 4th seed walking into today. They walk out the 2nd seed. I was waiting to do this video mainly due to the fact I wanted to see what happened in that Tampa Bay game, and it sucked because we nearly had Green Bay drop a game, and that would have been perfect. But with that out of the way, going back to this Giants game, the Giants game was something where we're starting to see a formula emerge with the Cowboys, and I think that if everything continues to go according to plan, they could really land themselves a good playoff spot, and they could be hitting their stride at the right time, and December is the time to do it. So before we get into all that, if you could do me a solid favor, like the video, doesn't take too long to do, as well as subscribe as well. And about 85% are still not subscribed, so I'm hoping that number comes down once they update. So just continue to subscribe if you keep coming back and enjoying this content. So before we get into this Giants game, let's go ahead and go over the NFC playoff picture as we stand here currently today. Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to the ESPN playoff machine. And as you can see, your Dallas Cowboys are currently the 2nd seed in the NFC, as we've already established. Why is that? Three-way tiebreaker between Tampa Bay and Arizona and Dallas, obviously, where it's conference record. Dallas has only lost one conference game, and it's to you-know-who, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, to start the season. That's very impressive for the Cowboys. Now, the problem is that because Arizona dropped a game, it is going to make things a bit tougher for Dallas to get that 2nd spot. Now, there are 3 ways Dallas can really improve playoff positioning, but they have to win out. The first part would be Tampa Bay loses one more game, and Dallas would clinch a spot as the 2nd seed with winning out. Another option would be LA wins out. They win their next couple games, and you end up being in a situation where, again, you have a 3-way tiebreaker. Dallas ends up as the number 2 seed. The final portion would be number 1, and that would involve just Green Bay losing one more game. If you can get Green Bay to drop one more game, which is entirely possible between Cleveland, Minnesota, and Detroit, you know, there is a strong possibility that, knowing how the NFL is, as long as Dallas takes care of business, that's all that matters. So for me, right, the biggest thing is that you're playing elite to great defense in the month of December going into January, and you're able to run the ball, and you're able to move the ball effectively, okay? Which Dallas is able to do. And they're doing that over this course of the past 3 games, where it's like, you got 3 road games, right? And you won all 3. And your defense is leading the way, right? Now, we'll talk about how this game went in just a second. But the thing that kind of bugs me is now we're getting mad that we're not winning games by like 40 fucking points. And it's just like, I can't complain because my football team is 10-4, right? We're not sitting here today listening to how the Dallas Cowboys lost to a 1-11-1 football team like Arizona did. I'm not sitting here listening to, oh, the Dallas Cowboys got shut out at home by the fucking New Orleans Saints, the same team the Dallas Cowboys put their clamps on. You know, like, I get it. Dallas hasn't been playing clean football offensively, and that is not, and when I say this, I'm not saying this to excuse that play. I want to make that emphatically clear. But I just feel like there are fans out there that don't enjoy some of these wins, right? And they are more concerned about style points on how you win games, which, to be honest with you, style points on defense are a lot more impressive. There are a lot of people that are like, well, I want to win a game like the Falcons game, like 43-3. I don't care. You could win the goddamn Super Bowl 13-3 like the Patriots did a couple years ago. And do you hear anybody bitching about, oh, well, the Patriots, they were leading by 3 at halftime. No. No one cares. If you win your games, that's all that matters. And that's where I stand here. We're getting into the month of the year where you need to know how to run the football, and your defense needs to be playing at the right time, great, and being healthy. That's the more important thing. And that's where we lead to this game. The Dallas Cowboys win 21-6, and they had an all-round solid game. The offense looked efficient, okay? Dak Prescott, 28 for 37, 217 yards and a touchdown. He got sacked 3 times. And, you know, he played very well given the circumstances. You know, Dallas played a very, you know, we're just going to play it easy type of game plan. And this was the thing that I was really kind of, I'm feeling weird about. I feel like Dallas is just coasting. You know, and I really want to see what happens in these next couple games, because I feel like they're not really trying, you know, like it's like Kellen Moore is being more like, you know what, let's just play it safe, let's win these games safe, that's all that matters. And I'm kind of starting to think that. And that, listen, for me, I'm not excusing Kellen Moore and what he did in the red zone, like pulling a run play on 3rd and 7, like what the hell. But for me, you know, having 125 rush yards, you know, you're getting efficient runs from Tony Pollard, who looks like he's completely unaffected by the injury. Zeke is running powerful. You know, and you look at these numbers, and it's just like the Cowboys are efficiently moving the ball down the field. That's what I care about. And then you got a team having, what, 3 interceptions in this game? Yeah, 3 interceptions. And then you roll over to the team stats, right? And this is where I'm more impressed. Dallas is, 8 of 14 on 3rd down. Why is that? Because Dallas is getting more manageable 3rd downs because their running game is doing better. Their offensive line is blocking. That's what's important to me. Then you look at this. They were 2 and 5 in the red zone. They need to fix that, right? Like, you can't fumble around, and you can't really be like letting these teams because those are opportunities to where you can, you know, win football games. And like, I think that's something that they need to clean up. Now, they're getting back on the right track. Dallas offensively is getting back together. Dak played well. The running game looks solid. The offensive line played more clean, and that was without Tyron Smith. Okay? When you look at it, I know Dak got fumbled, like, oh, but what about that fumble that Dak had? Listen, I get it. You know, that's something where I'm like, okay, we need to seriously stop trying to force this, let's get Dak out of a slump up, because he doesn't need to be doing all this stuff. Like, don't put your quarterback in situations where you can get killed, you know what I mean? Just run the ball. Kill the clock. Like, that is something that I'm worried about, is like, and we saw that in the Washington game. You shouldn't be concerned about getting your quarterback out of rhythm towards the end of the game, you know. And I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, because I did say that on Twitter, like, listen, I'm going for it every single time in the 4th quarter, but like, I meant so for the whole offense, you know, and not just Dak Prescott. I think that Kellen Moore needs to stop fumbling around as we get to the last 3 games, because you can't afford to fuck up. You know, you made Mike Glennon look like the backup he is. You got him to play so bad you made him get benched, which is fucking funny. And it's just like, I hope the Giants fans enjoyed their medium sodas, those season ticket holders, you know, paying all that money. But look, Dallas walks out of MetLife with a win. They sweep the Giants once again. And all I could say is, hey, listen, we just have to look forward to Washington. You get the win there, and you see what happens. I think that is your game plan. You go into next week. Now, you got your next 2 home games. Just win. That's all I got to say. Just win the next game, see what happens in the standings, and move along. That's all. Like, you know, Dallas is fortunate that, you know, you look at like a team like Arizona. When you lose to the Lions, and now you have a division rival that's up your ass right now, considering they just they just beat you at home. That's a problem. When you started, you're 7-4, and then now you're 8-6, like Buffalo, and now your division rival is now up your ass again. That's a problem. Now Dallas was about to face that issue, but they slammed the door shut like they should have, and they did. So if you're the Cowboys, you got one more away game. Let's close out the year strong at home. And Dallas is, I believe, they've lost 2 games at home. And, one of them was a real stinker. The other one was just at the very end. So let's just be happy that our team is 10-4. And I don't want us to rush because we only got 3 more games, guys. We only got 3 more games, and then the playoffs are here. And your Cowboys are going to be participating in that dance. And as long as we're playing good, I got a really good feeling this year. And I'm not saying a good feeling in the sense of they're going to win it all. A good sense in that I feel like, regardless of how Dallas does, I feel like I can go into this postseason confident that we can take care of business. Cautiously optimistic, everybody. That is the motto for this period of time going forward. Let's just hope that the Cowboys continue to roll into the rest of December and into January with some good vibes. So, with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one, and have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye-bye.